So today I'm gonna do an oil change on the Crown Vic. I'll show you a couple things that you're gonna need to do the project correctly and safely. First thing you're gonna need. So the first thing, the most important thing, is the oil filter socket. Okay. Here's your oil filter. I bought the cheapest stuff I could get at O'Reilly's right now. For now. But even at this rate, this fits right in there. It's one of them try it before you buy it deal. This is the Pennzoil brand. Like I said, this is the cheapest, so I got it. There was other actual whole wrenches and stuff like that, but that's the Wix brand. That's the 51348 part code right there. I bought Valvoline high mileage. It was the cheapest, so this ran me about $30 some. And I had to buy an extra quart because it calls for 6 quarts on the Crown Vic. Also, I got these for a steal. These were like $30 some. Jack stands, you need jack stands for sure to keep the car level when you're draining any fluids out. So that's important. Gloves, that's important. You want to protect your hands from getting burned if you're going to burn your hands up on hot oil, or just wait a little bit. But then also, if you have ran your car longer than a few minutes, it's probably wise to wait about 15 or 20 minutes. Wait for all that oil to drain into the pan, and you can get all that oil out. I found myself in a predicament again, not checking all my tools, but cleaning out the garage and gathering everything. I realized that I did not have a 16 millimeter socket, so I had to go get a 16 millimeter socket, which I just got a 14-piece set that had the 3/8 drive instead of the 1/4 inch. But yeah, those are some of the items. These are very important items. Now I do have another twin set of these that I've already had for a few years. These are new, so yeah, 4 is ideal. If you don't have jack stands, maybe you can call somebody that does. That'll help you out tremendously. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this, and I'll see you in just a minute when we get it jacked up. Mission failed. What up? It's your boy Ronnie D. We're in the garage today doing an oil change on the old Crown Vic. Yeah, got her on jack stands under here. All right, all 4 jack stands, and I'm about ready to drain the oil. Drain plug, 16 millimeter. I didn't have one, but I went and got one at the auto store. So I had to use me an old-fashioned breaker bar. Back to it. Perfect spot. It's supposed to be a 7-quart. Let's see how much it actually takes. Very important. Clean the plug. Make sure there ain't no shavings or dirt on it. I just dropped it on the ground. Clean that up. We'll take a little bit of this paper towel, clean paper towel. Get the main crap off of it. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. I feel like that drain plug hasn't been off in a long time. I don't even know if these guys are changing my oil. Anyway, I went to O'Reilly's, bought 6 quarts of oil, 2 jack stands, new jack stands. I already had 2. My jack failed me yesterday when I tried this, so I went ahead and just went and bought a new jack today. Started this project yesterday. That's crazy, right? But long story short, it cost me about $100 to pull into the oil change bay and let them do their thing and do what I'm doing basically to my own car. But now that I got the other jack stands, I got a new jack. That was some extra cost that I didn't account for. Thought I was prepared, but I wasn't. Not too invested. Now I can do my own oil changes, so that would bring my oil change cost down annually. But I'm good with Valvoline. Valvoline's alright. That's what I got. Cheapest at O'Reilly's. Got the Wix oil filter. We're gonna move on to the oil filter next. We're gonna pull that out as soon as I can get some drip to stop. Like, I want it all out of there. I want that nasty oil out of there. But we might almost be drip free. Alright, so here we got the oil filter down in here. This is much easier to get to up here, in my opinion. I gotta stick a ratchet down here, so I don't even know if I got the right one to do the job. I might have to use the smallest ratchet I have. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens when I get down here. Can it even make it in? Ooh. Ow. Panther power. Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. Right here, that's where your oil filter goes. This is where we're gonna wipe it down real quick. Oh, this oil dripping off my frame. Probably on my phone though. Oil filter here, and we're gonna put some oil in it. We're gonna seep some oil into it before we don't want to use it dry, right? Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, warmsies, huh? I don't know if that's an old trick or a new one. I just took this thing and smashed it with a hammer because I didn't like that I wasn't able to get it back in there like I was able to get it out. The clearance was different between the two filters. That's something that I gotta research next time. Get this oil out of the way. Alright, let's get over here and wipe this area out. Alright. My gloves. Lovely lady gloves. Check them out. Alright, so my favorite time has arrived. We're going to throw some oil in here. Yep, This funnel is from Dollar General. Yep, whatever. That's the old oil. Y'all seen the color of the new oil? This oil is it, bro. On camera it looks red, but it's not. It's brown. Brown town. Put the cap back on. Get rid of this stuff. Get rid of all this stuff. Let me get the caps on here, huh? Come on. Everybody loves this one-hand jam YouTube, man. Yep. Bam. Yeah. Get out of here, Wix box. Get out of here. Get. Alright. Jack stands. This road eater. I need to clean up this engine bay, but yeah. Why clean out the engine bay when you're gonna swap a bunch of parts out? I'm kidding, but yeah, we're gonna clean up. This has gotta come out. Alright, yep, that was oil change on the 2011 Ford Crown Victoria. We're gonna go ahead and let it down. Alright, the car's down, so now I'm gonna open up the air filter box. Got a K&N air filter in there. We're gonna clean it out and we're gonna get our money's worth. 5-year warranty. It's only year one. It's been cleaned twice. This is the third time. So we gotta take this off right here. This is to the air filter. Alright. Just gotta loosen that some. Not a whole lot. Yeah, drop my screwdriver down there. So when you take this and loosen this right here, it gives you mobility to move it around some more. Looks like I got some oil in places I didn't want them. But we're going to take the air filter out and check it out. Looks pretty dirty, to say the least. See these K&N, see I got some ladybugs in there. We're going to clean it out. Alright, so we got a way cleaner air filter. You can see it shining. It's gleaming and beaming. You can see some light through it and everything. So anyway, this is a K&N air filter, and we're going to put it back in the Crown Vic over here. Alright, so as you can see, we got the air filter box off. We're going to drop the air filter back in. Right back in place where she was. She fits anyway, left or right, but you know, I'm a freak. I want it in the same spot. Anyway, fasten it back together. So what happens is I take this cover and I'll put it over there's a series of ups and down pattern of these that go in, then it goes down, it snaps on with these snaps at the end. See these snaps, they go right over the top of this. And that's how you do your air filter. You want to do your air filter and your oil change at the same time. All right, and that's a big thumbs up.
So that concludes today's video. Oil change on the 2011 Ford Crown Victoria. Ran into a couple issues. My jack failed. I had to buy a new jack, but we got that taken care of. Was able to get the car lifted up on 4 jack stands. Want to jack it up evenly on jack stands so that you can drain all the oil out of the pan. Another thing to remember for a Crown Vic, 16 millimeter drain plug. So you're going to need that 16 millimeter socket. I didn't have one, but I had to get it. I'm buying more than what I really needed. I bought a 14-piece set with a new 3/8 drive. Moving forward on that, we were able to get the job done. We also cleaned the air filter out. That's very important when you change the oil. You want to check your air filter so that you're getting the most out of your gas mileage at the end of the day. Like anything, wear and tear on anything, you know, checking that air filter is really important. It's very important to have the air fuel mixture in the vehicle to get all of your miles per gallon. So just remember that, you know, rolling around, not checking anything, you know, not checking your oil, it's going to cost you more money in the end. And what I mean by more money in the end is even, you know, taking your car in, getting service is a great idea if you're not a mechanic. But if you have the inclination, you have a mechanical incline, I would suggest looking into doing it yourself if you have some tools around the house. You have a facility like a garage, even a nice flat driveway, you'll be able to do the same job that I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special that you can't do. I'm just trying to encourage people to do things on their own a little bit. Oil change one of them, because every time I pull into the oil change bay, it costs me about $100. So for the oil that I bought, 6 quarts, the oil filter socket, then the 16 millimeter socket that I needed for the oil drain plug, then also I got jack stands. That stuff costed me about, this is not counting the new jack, I needed that anyway, but it cost me about, altogether about $132. I pull into the oil change bay for $100. So if that gives you any kind of idea of what I'm getting at, save some money. Because if I was just buying oil and an oil filter, it probably would have ran me only about 40 some dollars, maybe 44 bucks. And that's full synthetic oil. That's a Wix oil filter. It's not exactly the cheapest, but it was $11, I believe, out the door at O'Reilly's. So like I said, research your vehicle and save some money. And just let y'all know, every day I'm hustling, so I hope you are too. Peace out.